walk into any room, and within 10 seconds, everyone knows who has power. Not because of what they say, because of how they move, how they stand, how they claim space, how they hold themselves. Power isn't given, it's taken, not with force, with presence. You've seen it. The person who walks in, and the room shifts. Conversations pause. Eyes turn, not because they're the loudest, because they command attention without asking for it. That's not charisma. That's not confidence. That's power. And in the next 13 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to project it. By the end of this video, you'll walk differently, stand differently, move differently, and people will treat you differently. Because power isn't about what you say, it's about what you signal before you even speak. Here's what most people don't understand about power. It's not something you are, it's something you project. Two people with identical credentials walk into the same room. One gets respect immediately, the other gets ignored. Why? Body language, presence, the unconscious signals that tell everyone's brain this person has status or this person doesn't. Your brain is constantly scanning for these signals. Who's dominant? Who's submissive? Who's a threat? Who's an ally? And it makes these decisions in milliseconds based on body language alone. The good news? These signals can be learned. You don't have to be born with presence. You just have to understand the psychology of power and how to weaponize it. Here's what you're about to learn. 5 body language principles that command respect, project authority, and make people see you as powerful without you saying a single word. Let's start with the most fundamental principle of power. Principle number 1, space ownership, power through expansion. Powerful people take up space. Powerless people make themselves small. It's the first signal your brain reads, and it's the most important. Here's the psychology. In nature, the alpha takes up maximum space. Arms spread, chest open, legs apart. They claim territory. Submissive animals make themselves small to avoid confrontation. Humans do the exact same thing. We just don't realize it. Watch any boardroom, any party, any meeting. The person taking up the most space is perceived as having the most power. How powerful people claim space. Arms spread wide, not tucked in. Legs apart when standing or sitting, planted, stable. Leaning back in chairs, relaxed ownership. Belongings spread across table, territorial marking. How powerless people shrink. Arms crossed or tucked close to body. Legs together or crossed tightly. Leaning forward, making themselves smaller. Belongings kept close, minimal footprint. This happens unconsciously, but you can control it consciously. Real-world application. You walk into a meeting. Instead of sitting down quickly and tucking yourself in, take your time sitting down. Spread your materials across the table. Lean back in your chair. Keep your arms open or on armrest. Within 60 seconds, everyone's brain has registered. This person has status. You didn't say a word, but you projected power. The rule: expand, don't contract. Powerful people take space. Claim yours. Principle number 2, stillness, power through control. Nervous people fidget. Powerful people are still. Stillness signals control. Fidgeting signals anxiety. Your brain reads this instantly. Here's why it works. Movement equals nervous energy. When you're anxious, your body tries to release that energy through fidgeting, tapping feet, adjusting hair, touching face, shifting weight. Powerful people don't have nervous energy to release. They're comfortable, so they're still. Studies show the person who moves the least is perceived as having the most status. Think of apex predators. They don't waste movement. They're economical, efficient, still until they need to move. Powerful people do the same thing. Signs of nervous movement, low status. Tapping fingers or feet, playing with hair, jewelry, or clothing, shifting weight constantly, touching face or neck. Signs of powerful stillness, high status. Minimal movement, only intentional. Hands resting calmly, not fidgeting. Weight planted, not shifting. Gaze steady, not darting around. Real-world application. You're in a negotiation. The other person is talking. Your instinct is to nod constantly, shift in your seat, show you're engaged. Don't. Be still. Listen. Don't nod unless they say something truly worth acknowledging. Don't shift. Don't fidget. Your stillness makes them nervous because stillness reads as confidence, as power, as I'm so comfortable here that I don't need to move. They'll start talking more, explaining more, trying to fill the silence. You're controlling the interaction without saying anything. The rule, move with purpose, not with nerves. Stillness equals power. You just learned 2 power principles. Space ownership, arrow expand, don't contract. Stillness, arrow control your movement. These alone will change how people see you. But the next 3 principles, these are what separate people with presence from people with true command. Most people will never learn this, but you're still watching, which means you're becoming dangerous. Keep going. Principle number 3, eye contact dominance, power through gaze. Powerful people hold eye contact. Powerless people look away first. Eye contact is a dominance game, and most people lose without realizing their plan. Here's the psychology. In nature, holding eye contact is a challenge. Breaking eye contact first is submission. This wiring is still in your brain. When 2 people make eye contact, whoever looks away first has unconsciously submitted. The person who holds the gaze has asserted dominance. Most people aren't aware of this, but their brain is tracking it constantly. Powerful eye contact patterns. Hold eye contact when speaking, confidence in your words. Hold eye contact when listening, you're not intimidated. Look away slowly and deliberately, not breaking, choosing to release. Don't look down when breaking contact. Look to the side or up, never down. Down equals submission. Powerless eye contact patterns. Looking away while speaking, insecurity. Looking away quickly when they make eye contact, submission. Looking down when breaking contact, clear submission signal. Darting eyes, anxiety, discomfort. The advanced move, the power stare. When someone is speaking to you, hold eye contact without nodding, without smiling, without showing agreement. Just hold the stare. Calmly, neutrally. Watch what happens. They'll start explaining more, justifying more. They'll become nervous under your gaze. You're not being rude, you're just not submitting. And that flips the power dynamic. Real world application. You're in a job interview. The interviewer asks a tough question. Your instinct is to look away while thinking, then look back when answering. Don't. Hold eye contact while you think. Pause, stay locked in, then answer while maintaining the gaze. This signals, I'm not intimidated by this question. I'm not intimidated by you. I'm thinking because I want to give you a good answer, not because I'm nervous. The rule, hold the gaze, look away last, never look down. Principle number 4, the hands behind head, ultimate power signal. There's one body language signal that screams dominance more than any other. Hands behind head. You've seen it. The person leaning back in their chair, hands clasped behind their head, completely relaxed. That's a power move. And it works because it combines multiple dominant signals at once. Here's why it's so powerful. Hands behind head does 4 things simultaneously. 1. Exposes your vital organs, chest, neck, equals confidence, no threat perception. 2. Takes up maximum space, elbows out wide, equals territorial expansion. 3. Shows comfort, relaxed position, equals high status. 4. Creates elevation, hands above your head, equals physical dominant signal. Animals do this. When an animal feels completely dominant and safe, it exposes its vulnerable areas. When it feels threatened, it protects them. Humans read this instantly. Hands behind head equals, I'm so comfortable and dominant here that I don't need to protect myself. When to use it. Don't use it immediately in a new situation. You'll look try hard. Do use it once you've established some rapport. After 10 to 15 minutes of conversation, lean back, hands behind head. Watch the power dynamic shift. Real world application. You're in a strategy meeting. Someone challenges your idea. Your instinct is to lean forward, defend yourself, engage intensely. Instead, lean back, hands behind head, listen calmly. Don't react, let them finish. Then, from that position, calmly address their concern. What just happened? You signaled, your challenge doesn't threaten me. I'm so confident in my position that I can relax while you attack it. The room sees this, and they read you as the dominant force in the exchange. The rule, hands behind head, equals ultimate power signal. Use it strategically. You've learned 4 power principles: space ownership, expand your presence, stillness, control your movement, eye contact, dominance, hold the gaze, hands behind head, ultimate power signal. You now have more power knowledge than 95% of people. But there's one final principle, the one that ties everything together. If you master this last principle, you'll command respect in any situation. Keep watching. Principle number 5. Comfortable silence. Power through absence of need. Most people are terrified of silence. Powerful people weaponize it. Silence is the ultimate power move because silence reveals who needs who more. Here's why it works. When there's silence in a conversation, the lower status person feels it. They can't handle the discomfort. They need to please. They need to keep things moving. The higher status person waits because they're comfortable with silence. They don't need to fill space. They don't need to be liked. Think about negotiations. The person who speaks first after a number is mentioned, they lose. The person who can sit in silence, waiting, they win. Your brain reads silence as confidence, as power, as I don't need your approval. How powerful people use silence. Pause before answering questions. You're thinking, not reacting. Let statements hang. Don't rush to respond. Don't fill awkward pauses. Let others fill them. Use silence after making a request. Puts pressure on the other person. How powerless people fear silence. Immediately respond to any question. Reactive, eager to please. Fill every pause with nervous talking. Over-explain everything. Need for approval. Laugh nervously when it's quiet. Real-world application. You're negotiating salary. You state your number, $120,000. Silence. Your instinct is to fill it. That's based on market research and stop. Say your number, then shut up. Let the silence sit. Let them be uncomfortable. The silence puts pressure on them. They'll either meet your number, counter it, or explain why they can't. But you're not negotiating with yourself by filling the silence. Another example. Someone asks you a difficult question. Your instinct is to answer immediately. Don't. Pause. Hold eye contact. Think for 3 to 5 seconds, then answer. That pause signals, I'm confident enough to think before I speak. I don't need to rush. I don't need your approval. The rule, comfortable silence, is the ultimate power signal. Master it. You've now learned all 5 power principles. Space ownership, to expand your presence. Stillness, to control your movement. Eye contact, dominance, to hold the gaze. Hands behind head, to ultimate power signal. Comfortable silence, to master the pause. These aren't tricks. These are the fundamental signals of power that your brain has been reading your entire life. Now you can control them. Now you can project them. Now you command respect. The final section is how to put this all together. Stay with me. Here's the truth about power. It's not about being born confident. It's about understanding the signals and choosing to project them. You now know the 5 principles, but knowing isn't enough. You have to practice. Here's how to integrate this. Start with 1 principle at a time. Don't try to do all 5 at once. You'll look robotic. Week 1. Focus on space ownership. Everywhere you go, consciously expand. Don't contract. Week 2. Add stillness. Stop fidgeting. Move with purpose only. Week 3. Add eye contact dominance. Hold the gaze. Look away last. Week 4. Add hands behind head and comfortable silence strategically. By week 4, these become natural. Within 2 months, you'll walk into rooms differently. People will treat you differently, not because you changed who you are, because you changed what you signal. Here's what's going to happen. You'll notice people deferring to you more, asking your opinion, waiting for you to speak, following your lead, not because you demanded it, because your body language commanded it. Power isn't given, it's projected. And now you know how to project it. Here's your assignment. For the next 24 hours, practice 1 principle. Just 1. Space ownership. Expand everywhere you go. Consciously take up more space than you normally would. Then come to the comments and type, I claim my space. Tell me what happened, how people reacted, what changed. Because once you start projecting power consciously, you can't go back. You'll see how much of social dynamics is just body language, and you'll never be powerless again. If you want more psychology that gives you an unfair advantage in life, hit subscribe. Because on Hidden Truths Mindset, we don't just teach psychology, we teach you how to use it to command respect, project authority, and win. Remember, power is a signal. You now know how to send it. Walk into your next room like you own it, because now you do. I'll see you in the next one.